Welcome back to Riley Everyday as we continue our countdown through the top 5 storylines in the Big 12 for the upcoming season. And checking in at number 4, we have the under-the-radar Arizona Wildcats. So Arizona is just one of those teams I'm higher on than consensus. I have them firmly in my top 10, but perusing the likes of ESPN, On3, CBS Sports, and Sports Illustrated, it seems like I'm the only one. Now, they certainly aren't without questions. They must replace a ton of production. Caleb Love exhausted his eligibility. Carter Bryant went pro. Both KJ Lewis and Henry Vasar left via the portal. And yet, I still view them as one of the elite few that have both a high floor and a high ceiling. So let me get into it a little bit. So a large part of my belief stems from my faith in Tommy Lloyd. I think he's one of the most underappreciated coaches in the game. I just love how he runs his program because he can land international guys. He can get you 5 stars. He can grab high-level guys out of the portal. And then on the court, his teams just play beautiful basketball. They push tempo, move the ball, crash the offensive glass. It's a little bit reminiscent of an old coach who used to run my program. But as players, they either can dribble, pass, or shoot, or they can finish plays above the rim or step in and hit from beyond the arc. Everyone knows their role, and they just operate as a cohesive unit. And then all he's done in 4 seasons as the head coach is win 2 league titles, 2 league tournaments, and get top 4 seeds in March. I truly think it's just a matter of time before his postseason breakthrough. Now, in terms of the roster, Lloyd has a couple of steady contributors he can bank on. Senior point guard Jaden Bradley is a great table setter who also gets to the line and defends the point of attack. This year, he has an opportunity to be more of a scorer, but there's also a chance Arizona just keeps him comfortable in his current role, and that wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing. We'll get into that a little bit more later. And then turning to the 5 spot, they return Tobe Awaka, a bruiser who maniacally works the glass, and there's also Motias Krivas returning from injury. He's the high upside guy, a true 7-footer with great hands and great footwork, and this is a massive year for him. For his long-term prospects, he's got to put it all together. But from Arizona's vantage point, even if it doesn't all coalesce, you can still lean on Awaka as a reliable floor raiser. And I'll just say, you can go a lot of places in college basketball when you're steady at both the 1 and the 5. But the Cats also possess plenty of upside, particularly in their freshman class. Braden Burry should slot right in as the starting 2 guard, and he'll provide shot making in the wake of Caleb Love's graduation. Now, he's old for his class, which you can see in his college-ready frame, but he uses it so well. He's powerful, explosive, and he has great body control that he displays in Euros and Pro Hops. Plus, he's a pretty good shooter, if not a streaky one. But after 2 years of Caleb Love, I think Lloyd knows how to handle that. And next to him, there's German wing Ivan Karchenkov. He's another tremendous athlete with a chiseled build. This past season, he played in Germany's top domestic league and flashed moments of brilliance. He's a really good defender, a bouncy 2-footed leaper, and he can handle the ball a little bit as well. His jumper is really the only question mark. And finally, there's the biggest name. It's Koa Pete. I've been enamored by Pete since I first watched him a couple years ago. He has that point forward potential thanks to his IQ and his passing chops, though in year 1 I expect him to be used more in dribble handoffs and grenade action and on the short roll, sort of how you've seen Lloyd use front court players in the past. But even with all of his skill, he has a relentless work ethic. He always crashes the glass. He always battles for loose balls. He always defends. Just watch any of his tape from the FIBA U19 World Cup, and his motor, it jumps off the screen. Now, questions about inexperience loom for this Arizona team. I mean, they are very young. I didn't even mention Dwayne Aristote and Sidney Gay, who are both expected to be contributors. They're integrating a lot as well. However, there's still a ton to be excited about if you're an Arizona fan. Based on what we've seen from Lloyd throughout his tenure so far, I'm going to bank on him hitting the ceiling with this one.